done some work behind the scenes of stream basically. I keep developing this tool. And one thing I realized very soon when working on it is basically that I needed to move on from JSON to binary protocol. And it's not due to efficiency purposes, it's actually, I mean, you could say it is that too, but it's more for convenience also. Because let's just show you what I have. Linux. Let me open like code robotics or code. Let me make sure I get the latest update because I sometimes work on another laptop. Really, push. Git checkout. Yeah, what's the name of the branch? It's something like message pack dict everywhere, yeah. This one. Let me make sure, yeah, this one. So before I get there, let me show you what I have so far. I'm sorry, I went to the wrong one. It's here. What? So basically, right now what I have is when I activate not robotic. Okay, so I have a scene, a basic scene, right? And on its own it doesn't work anymore. Like you cannot do a lot of shit anymore. You can like okay, restart. That's on the R button. But on its own you cannot do a lot of things. But now in order to change it, basically to connect it to the local host, I think it's port 420, port 2069, and you need mode FP, and this is -P, and by default, like you get this small screen which is used to connect to the drone, basically connect to the simulator, and then you can command the drone, right? And this is because I want the simulator to be like let's say just a physics engine and basically a scene and a physics engine, and I want like the actual controls to happen on the client side. Initially the controls were here too, and what you can do, you can even like put waypoints. Okay, you can press U, it takes a bunch now, but wait for it, and then it goes through all of them, and it stops there, and I think it doesn't print, but maybe it could do that. It shows you how far you are from your position. I think if you press U again, yeah, it doesn't like it. Okay, trajectory and that final position. Oh, you actually have something here. You don't have anything here, but you have stuff here. Interesting. This position should probably have more precision. And just for reference, basically the problem that I had initially is that I had like a JSON like structure for communicating between the client and the server, but at some point I added this visual streaming. So what you see here when you connect, this is like a visual stream, right? As you can see, the resolution is smaller. I mean, I can make it a bit bigger. For example, I can change it like to be similar in resolution, right? I can press F3 here, and this is the first person camera on the simulator itself, and this is the streamed version. As you can see, like it's a bit rough on the edges because this is downscaled, and then when I resize the window, I just it applies, I think, linear interpolation, so you have these artifacts. And yeah, you can see like there's not a huge lag from switching to this communication protocol, but the communication protocol is as follows. So let's start again the simulator because I stopped it. And this other mode, which is what I want to work on today, and I want to separate through to another tool, and I think we can actually move to the other branch uh, just to make it more obvious what I'm talking about. So I started here. There's not a lot of changes on the simulator, but the changes on the client side is that I have this new tool which was extracted from the main client. It is doing this mode input. Now the mode input doesn't exist anymore. So if you do this, it should probably not like it. Yeah. Yeah, basically. And now I have this robosim netcat, which is just like 10 lines. Okay, it's 100 lines of code, let's say. And half of them are this receive packet and send packet, which are shared actually. The server also has them, so at some point I will separate them in another module, but I'm not doing that yet because I want to keep things on a single file for a while, because I still may change a lot of things and I don't want to, like, you know, make breaking changes because I changed like one thing on one side and now I need to update it on the other side. So I like that all the things need to be like standalone. Okay, so let's see a bit what's going on over here. I can use the following. Though, when you do netcat, let me just try with netcat. I started with netcat. First I do this. Status connected. And do you disconnect? If you press help. No, I don't. What I want to show you. I wanted to show you. I had this readme example. Okay, you connect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you can use nc minus n. And what minus n, I think, does is that sends a message and it just goes away. Oh no, so that's the opposite of keep alive, I think. Okay, so what I should do instead now is I should make it work with my tool. So that means I should basically say get state type robosim netcat localhost minus. Actually, I think it's just like this because I'm trying to keep a bit of consistency, and maybe I should make sure that works. Let's see if that. Okay, wait. Okay, so let's do that. So I need to add port here as a argument like that. I want to keep the same interface as much as possible, at least like a subset of the same flags. So I shouldn't put minus p. Minus p is for the other tools, but this one should be like netcat as much as possible. So if I do get state, okay, it doesn't like it. Okay, it's robot get state. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it works actually. So as you can see, my tool. Okay, so netcat by default, I think it tries to stay alive, and that's why I put this netcat minus n here. But this one by default doesn't stay alive. I mean, what I mean by staying alive is that when standard input dies, it doesn't stop. And to be honest, not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, we'll see a bit later. But in any case, as you can see here, if I go through XXD, you can see the output, and the output is the following. The first thing that you get, wait, I need to get rid of the following. As you can see, I have these logs, but wait, write that okay, like that. Right. What did I do? This. But as is right now, I updated the logger actually. Sorry. You need to update logs. And if you do that, wait, that didn't work. Can't I install? Because I need to go to here. Sometimes I have these tools that I'm developing locally. So now as you can see, the logs are gone, and you can only see like the JSON messages, so they look like JSON. But on a closer inspection, let's say you do XXD, you see, okay, the first thing after you connect is this message, status connected, and it's a bit different than before. Now it's a small JSON item, and then you have a secondary one, which is type UAV blah blah blah. Okay, so this stuff. But if you do the following with netcat, let's go netcat -n, suppose connected. What happened here? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to do that anymore. Just give me a second to figure it out. I think I need to do message back. JSON. Yeah, it's not like that. I need to append the bytes here. Okay, shit got a bit more complicated, sadly. Let me think how I do that. So the problem is that the packets are not text anymore, so I need to append the number of bytes. So robot gets state. You can see I go through receive packet now, and receive packet first reads the number of bytes, and then it reads this thing. It also needs to be in a message pack format. I think I know how to do that. So let's look a bit in the message pack format. Actually, I think I even have it the readme. Yeah, but I don't have it anymore. It's like JSON but very fast. Anyway, so you need to put this A7 so it knows it's a string before here. So I think, how do I go to binary echo? I think you need -e, right? -e, am I right? Oh my god. Echo binary bytes. I think it's -e. And -n, okay. 1 second, that is one sticking out. Alright, so if you do that, and then you do A7, so that's A7 I think. A7, you then need to do robot state, which, to be honest, how the fuck do I do that? Text to binary converter x. Yeah, but this is not the one I want. Oh my god. Can I do it in Python? Let's see. Python. Bin pack? Python bin pack? Maybe? Python struct bin struct pack. Convert text to hexabytes. Hex? Is it just hex? Hex get robot get state? Nah. I think it's like this. Generator cannot be interpreted as integer. Yeah, because it was supposed to be like this. There you go. Alright. So you have that, but it's still not right. Because you need, okay, but can I do this? So I do, because I need it in the format of backslash x. So that means backslash. How did I get here? It totally worked. Oh, you can't just put a single backslash. No, I can't. Maybe I can just keep it like that. Alright, to add the backslashes, right? I'll add the backslashes here. Maybe I can do code join. How do I fucking get the backslashes over there? Such a problem. Okay, maybe I do it in VS Code this time. Put on here, I put on here. Okay, so that should be robot get state, right? So that means I can put it here. And it still won't work because of another reason. I need to put the length of all this crap. So what's the length of all this crap? Including this thing. So robot get state has the following. Robot get state. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's 15. Then there's an extra character for that string. So it's a 16. So how do I put 16? In hexa I think is backslash x 0, 1. And it didn't work because it's 1, 0. Ah, it just didn't work. Huh, interesting. Okay, I didn't manage to do that by hand, but I think I still can do something. I think I can just cheat and go to my thing here. Yeah, I think I can cheat and go here. Yeah, basically. I can do this robot get state, and I have that. Oh, the message. It's not in hexa. Packet. So as you can see, like I was close-ish. So it says it should be the following bytes. Okay, they say it should be this, and there's some zeros at the beginning, maybe for padding. Oh, because I just put backslash x10 here, but I should have padded it. Okay, so let's see what I did and how close was I. I tried this, right? And basically, well, they say I should put this here. So now the first part is the same. It's AF, and I put A7 because why? Why AF? Wait, A7. It is confusing. Maybe they changed the protocol, I don't think so. Okay. Let's try again. Oh, there you go. Did they mess it up? Is it supposed to be AF? Oh, A. Wait. So A is string and F is 15 because I have 15 in robot get state, right? So that's robot get state, and that's 15. So it's AF because F is 0xF, which is 15, and A is string. So I need to send the length of the entire packet, and this is part of TCP, and then I need to send the length of the following string, which is AF in this case, A for string, F for the length, and this is the string. And I got it, right? So I'm using netcat, but as you can see, it's so much more complicated now because I need to basically convert this to bytes myself, because now it's a binary protocol, it's no longer a text protocol. And what you get back is this crap, which is also not JSON. So where is my JSON, man? I think I have this tool, is message pack to JSON, which just didn't work. I wonder why. Oh, it just didn't like it. But you need to cut some of the crap from the beginning, I think, because the first part, if you look in XXD, the first part, okay, you need to cut all the way until here. So this is why in my example I have this tail minus C, right? So I need to get tail minus C is no longer plus 19. I need to go much more now, I think. Yeah, I need to get, because now the connected part is also smaller structure, so maybe let's go 25. And let's try to do the message pack. Okay, it's not 25, now I just need to go one by one until it works. And that's what it is, and then you go to JQ. Right, yeah, JQ. And it's finally a JSON. So as you can see, you can, by manually converting from binary back to JSON, because let's not forget message pack, they say it's like JSON but fast and small, and what they do not say here is that it's binary. I mean, they say it's efficient binary serialization. So that means you don't send text, you send this crap, and this is basically what binary means. Like you send bytes, and these bytes are interpreted on this other side as JSON. And this is an interesting format. It's a streaming format as opposed to like protobuf, where you need to specify schema. This is like JSON. So this is like the middle ground between full binary serialization, which imply like a schema, and maybe full binary serialization is the wrong. It's like schema-based serialization and no schema-based serialization, right? So you have full no schema on the JSON side, and you have full schema on like tables and protobuf, and like I think there's cap and proto, and there's a bunch of them. I'm not sure about cap and proto actually, but I think you need to specify a schema for this, or like a parquet file and so on. But there is this middle ground which these guys have like touched and implemented, which is what if we don't have a schema, so it's like JSON, but it's binary, so you don't have to like parse floats and brackets and quotes and so on, because obviously that's inefficient. So what they did here is basically they're like, bro, let's put like some prefixes here. So this says like, okay, 82 means it's a 2-element map, and I think 8 is the map, which is the quotes, and they say it's 2 elements. And then they have like a specifier for string A, and then they say, okay, it's a 7-character string, so that's compact, and then you send compact. Then C3 is like the value of this map, which is true. Then A6 is a, so basically what I'm saying is that this is a binary JSON pretty much. But as you can see, it's not so nice to work with netcat anymore, because now you need to send manual bytes, and then you need to like get rid of the padding from the binary serialization. Then you need to go through this tool that converts from basically this back to this, but then you can use GQ. And I'm like, okay, why don't I automate basically this part and this part and this part? So basically, why don't I create like a text-aware message pack like netcat, so it's text based and is specific to my simulator, because I want to have this kind of this kind of interface, but without like the tail and all of that. So I just want this basically, and then I want to pipe it to JQ, and it should give me the JSON. That's the dream, right? And basically, as you can see, the same thing can be achieved by doing this. Wait, let me get the breakpoint out. It was close earlier, right? So where was I? I was, so this was the correct one, right? And what did I have? I had something like this. How far off was I? What if I don't put this padding at the beginning? Does that work? I think it should actually. Yeah, the only problem, I think I had \x10, \xa7, right? This is what I had, and this is what they have. So I was quite close. And \x10. So the only error that is this, because I didn't put 15 characters, it was just 7, because I forgot that this is the length of the string. I'm wondering if I can pass this. So basically, don't pad it. It doesn't work. You need to pad it. Yeah. Oh yeah. That makes sense. I mean, it cannot know. It needs 4 bytes for the length because it's a binary format. So you need to retrieve 4 bytes. It makes sense because that's the TCP part. It's not the message pack part. Yeah. Anyway, it's a bit more cumbersome to work with, but the advantage is that I can do streaming. Because why do you want this? You want this because you in JSON, in order to send bytes, and I put that in the README basically, because yeah, I didn't say why. Okay, why don't we use JSON, right? Because you want to send frames, and in order to send frames, you want to send them maybe as compressed bytes, just bytes. Let's say they're raw. And the problem is that in order to do that, at least for JSON, you need to convert them, and usually you convert them to base64. So now you have this like base64 conversion on top of your like frame processing, and it will just add latency. I didn't go into a benchmark here because that's not the point. I mean, I'm not trying to come with the most optimal solution. I'm trying to come with like a directionally correct solution here. And the directionally correct solution in this case was to just use this binary format. Let's see if I have anyone here. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Let me put this here. So I will put a chat here in case anyone wants to say anything. Oh, connection not established yet. That's a bit really. Which wonder why. Oh no, it is. It is okay. This is just this chat is not working. Okay, it works now. Never mind. All right, so let's move on. So yeah, let's continue. So basically, the point is I want to make like a text bridge that kind of allows me to do just this. So as you can see, you can pipe through JQ, except you can't. Oh, because you need to tail minus m plus 1, I think. Plus 2, yeah. No, still it doesn't like it. Why doesn't it like it? Wait. Oh, because this is not JSON. Ah, fuck. This is not JSON, as you can see. It has the wrong quotes. Oh, that's an interesting situation, because what means is that probably I need to do some sort of JSON dump here. JSON.dumps. Right? And now it's JSON, that means I can do JQ on it. If I don't put tail, I don't think it will like it because it's like 2 JSON lines. Oh, actually it did like it. Yeah, I did like it. Okay, so JQ is not that stupid. It can, yeah, basically separate the lines. And I think this is perfect, right? So, okay, so this is actually needed to convert from dict to JSON for GQ. So, for example, GQ. All right, cool. So this is where we are right now. So now let's see what's missing. So maybe I should put this as the example because I need to basically message back format. Let me think a bit. So if I want to, because I think it's instructive to have this example as well, right? Even though it's slightly ugly. Yeah, it's the same data, right? It should be the same data. Well, it should be the same data. It is level 2, I think, but it's the same data. So, let's unpack this. This is basically 16 plus 15 plus 15 This is skipping the state connected thing, right? Where is it? Status connected. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, it sends the following, I think, because this is not so easy anymore. Uh, yeah, it kind of sends a 'What if I don't send anything? What if I just do nc minus n localhost for 2069 460 wait, what? Really? Status connected. Oh, maybe I need to put echo. Maybe something like that. In the bytes it sends, it's basically so 0012. It's a then I think 81 is, if we look into their format, let me look again, message back, it's 81, so it's a one element map. One element map. Then you need to have status connected. So that means there's an A6 length of status string. There should be like a status, which is probably this bytes CTATUS. This is status. Then you have a 9 length of connected string, and I think the rest of things should be connected, which is this part. Connected. Maybe let's just put it like this. In total, how many? Let's see, how many bytes are there in total? So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. I feel like I need to skip more, but I forgot why. 22. I wish it's 27. What's the other 5 ones? I think, yeah, the next 4 are probably the length of the received stuff. The next 4 is the length of the received packet. Is the message back that it tells us it's a map. Yeah, 8. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it should be 8, 8, 8 key value now. It's not supposed to be A, I think it's supposed to be an 8. We'll see that. That's actually not true. In total 26, and there is one indexed. So okay, that's now this is very tiring, and maybe message back format, and I think okay. We could use the standard netcat tool. Maybe I should netcat Wikipedia. However, this tool was built for text-based protocols like JSON, right? And then, for example, to send the robot get state message and receive back a JSON that we can pipe through JQ. Very high level. JQ get like two parentheses. Oh, we need to do something like this. Thus, we built our own little wrapper around the internal TCP protocol, TCP link based protocol plus message back serialization, deserialization tool from JSON. It is called robosim netcat.py, and it simplifies the above command to just this. And you can do echo robot get state robosim netcat.py localhost for 2069. I think you can get rid of this here. And I think then you can do tail minus n plus 2 JQ. And there you go. Oh my god. Okay. What the fuck happened? I have no idea what happened. Thus we built our own for example, we can get the state of the robot like this. And it should probably output this, right? Pipe it through. For pretty printing. Does it work? Alright. The equivalent netcat, the equivalent netcat would be this. For what follows, we'll simply use robosim netcat.py instead, as it simplifies the manual byte packing and unpacking and manual byte packing header skipping and so on. I think this is better, right? I think it proves the point, right? Like tail is just we also support video streaming, which is a special state called robot get state with camera. Robot get state with SPV. Robot get state with camera. Robot get state with camera. Complete input. Where is my robot get state? Oh. Interesting. Yeah, if it's bytes, I need to base 64 them. Basically, I need to do what they did, don't I? Bytes. JSON dump bytes, basically. Convert to base 64. Yeah, but not what I want. I want to change the let's look. Dump by. Let's do like this. Where is it? No, but class. This is what I was looking. If is instance, exactly. NumPy encoder. I need to do the following. It is a bytes encoder. Probably bytes. Base 60. Base 64 here. Base 64 dot b64 encode. Decode. I think I need to decode it. I'm not sure exactly. No. JSON bytes encoder. Python. How they do it? So they do base 64, okay, on the bytes. So that means it's just this. Okay, and then I have where is it? Here. Bytes encoder. Will that work? I don't think it did. No. Maybe it's just taking a billion years to do it. It's definitely there. You just don't expect it to take that long. What? Oh, maybe I should do it in interactive mode, I think. Robot gets started. Type. No, I think this is the entire thing. No, it cannot be the entire thing. Just goes in the same thing. No. Oh, I think I know what's happened. No, there's something stupid going on over there. Bytes. Wait, you need to B64 encode. What decode ASCII? Something like this. How was it on the NumPy side? I think it goes recursively. Robot gets state. Robot gets stated camera. Yeah, I think looks ugly, but I think this is the way you need to do it. If you want JSON, you may not want JSON, but if you want, this is how you do it. Maybe I should have like two ways, right? One is raw printing and the other one is like this. Parser, yeah, I think argument means store tree. Cause yeah, I don't think this is lambda packet. This is just identity function, and then we do args. You need to do some shit like this. I need convert back. Yeah, I think it's like this. So now you can do JSON. Right, I need to do it like this. And it works, but if you don't JSON, you're also fine, except you're not. Run the pack. Oh, okay. So, but that's still JSON. How did that happen? Oh my god. I mean, yeah, if you want. Because this decodes it already here, unpacks it. So you get like a dictionary. You don't get the row bytes. You never get the row bytes for this. If set returns JSON, converts the dictionary, the Python dict to JSON. Yeah, so if you want that, then maybe I can put a base 64 in front, so it's obvious. Base 64, where do I do it? Here. Base 64. Yeah, okay. Wonder if I can decode this, unpack it, and convert it back to a frame. Is this like valid? It should be, right? So if you do this, A equals A import base64, import zlib. So let's say base64 that's b64 decode A 5. Alright, so it got that. It's bytes now. So what if you zlib dot decompress that header check? I didn't like it. Correct header check. Maybe I didn't copy the entire data. It starts it on E. Needs to look like this. Backslash. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's backslash x01 here. E1. There is no E1 here. Yeah, it messed it up. I don't know what the fuck it did. Why is not at the same bytes? E1, E0. There's no E1, E0 here, so I don't know how the fuck it happened. And I didn't skip enough. Because this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. Alright, 7 characters. And if you do that on this, oh, there you go. And then if you use numpy, well, we're getting somewhere. Numpy.from buffer. Put this here. Ooh, and if you reshape that to 400, 403, still not okay. That equals date. There you go. And if you use matplotlib, pyplot is plt.plot, fuck you. Oh, there you go. Okay. So you can do that. It's a bit on the involved side, but you can do that. So you do that, okay, and this is I need to put the minus JSON here. JSON for actual JSON, otherwise it prints the dictionary. We'll see below. This also converts the bytes, base 64. We'll see below why. Alright, so let's do that, and I do robot get state with camera. You do this, and you get this crap. So it reserves the bytes. We can, however, copy these bytes. Yeah, using, I think I can do something like GQ, GTV compress, right? Where I'm a career. Alright, and then we can do this crap that we did here. compressed data equals base64 and b64 code. This is uncomp robotics equals sleep.toCompress numpy image equals robotics equals 8 battery shape 400 403 show. Just do that. Now power client supports showing matplots with images using display to frame. Using the visual client. Yeah, maybe I should start with this here. Control robot. Provided client.py as a node FPV. Maybe you should not even have that. Maybe that should be default. Can be used to interact with the underlying protocol message to control the robot usually through the move and get stated camera robot get stated camera protocol messages. To do so, we just need to run line.py localhost -p node FTP. Maybe I should disable that. Boring. And I should add display FPV frame, I think, here as well. Display FPV frame, historical action equals store true, and if set shows the frame on shows the FPV frame, decodes and shows when possible, when available, decodes and shows the hence I need to have matplotlib here. I'm not very fond of. Maybe I should use OpenCV, because I already have it. But I have OpenCV. So if args dot display fpv frame. Arg dot is false, alright, so the problem is if and not locally not installed cannot use display. And I need to do the entire shit, right? This lib numpy smp. Need to put this here for graph. Oh, I love it. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This happens just when I stream. Image equals this should be dictionary every time. Packet is not dictionary. This is important to have here. To do server side 2. Okay, so what this means is that I need to compress it. So that means I need to have fpv compressed. These raw bytes, and then I need to have image equals number from buffer, raw bytes, the type equals unit 8, rotate shape, shape if I recall correctly, and shit like this. And I can just put it here. Will that work? Just, you know, one shot. JSON. Acton. Alright, and if I do display fpv frame, I mean, ooh, it worked. It worked. First try. It killed my thing though. Oh, because it's not in interactive mode. So if I do robot gets played with frame, didn't work. What? What the fuck? string. What? Now it works. Oh, robot gets 8. Wait, what? Now it works? I scared the error away. Hello? Robot. I scared it away. That's fine. Fuck. Can I put this here? Yeah. Amazing. Alright, cool. So I think there's been some progress here. Okay, so this just works, right? This just hasn't crashed. Maybe I should start it as headless, because I think it uses less resources, hopefully. And yeah, hey, does the client still work? So the client should probably not, should have a default equals FP think. The mode to start in. Yeah, I think this should be just node FPV. I don't think this one makes any sense anymore, because you cannot do crap with it yet. PLT. Yeah, there's no more mode. But I think when input FPV. It requires a huge S refactor. Local host minus -p. So I should copy paste my shit from here to here. To the other crap. Interesting. Somebody hang. It didn't go too far. Oh. doesn't do that anymore. Oh, it does do that. Maybe it's just this regular packet that's wrong. Yeah, it needs to be sent packet. Is this going through a regular packet? There's no regular wall, is it? There's no regular wall? No, it's regular packet everywhere. Okay, so I need to do send packet here. Instead of this send packet. So this sock dot send all send packet. Also, I'm missing P here, which I don't like, but it doesn't exist. So it doesn't do. Okay. That works? Oh, maybe not. Oh. Sir. Packet. That works great. So I can do y. Okay. Okay, so that still works. Nice. And if that works, I'm not sure if it works again. It kind of works. Okay. Adding trajectory points. Can I do stuff while it does nothing? No. Nice. Okay, so if that works, means I can probably merge this branch because I'm starting to do progress towards it. Okay. A lot of code added. But it's mostly code duplication. At some point I will have to added robots in that small features, JSON, Spring, plot FPV camera, I think. Plot, display FPV frame, okay. Display FPV frame. Towards full all messages are sent through send packets and packets in both client and server. here. Yeah, I think both FSH also should have mode FPV. There's no mode FPV anymore here. I think this can be 0.2 to be honest. Both updates. So what both does is allows me to start the server and the client in the FPV mode, so I can like start controlling the drone fast. Basically this is what I did earlier. I put some waypoints, I press U. Now this thing will be optimized. I'm just sending one message for its trajectory point. I should just send the entire thing in a single packet and that should make it instant. It's just a placeholder for now, but it works. So this is just an optimization, right? I'm optimizing the protocol, but this is not something I need to do yet. It's such a cool project, to be honest. I don't know how I stumbled upon it. I need to not forget that the most important thing for me to do is to do these trajectory things, right? So this is why I add these points. So one of the things I'm going to do is basically when I press U, yeah, this is the simple robot, this is the kinematic robot it's called. But it's not the cool robot, you know. Interesting. Do you see that? You see that those trace points? I think that's a bug. I think those are the previous trace points. Yeah, it's the previous trace points. I need to remove the previous trace points. Amazing. Oh, it's funny. I closed the client. Okay. Let's remove the previous trace points. Hold on, display. Oh, I'm finished, I think. Here, this is this, but I think I should do also self.mesh. No, it's scene that state that. I mean, it's this display trace point, but it's also like where are the traces? They're on mission. It should be on the. Cannot be here. They're on the scene, I think. Yeah, they're trace positions. Okay. Yeah. For the previous missions. Alrighty. I think that's it for now. I have a bunch of other, let's say, interesting things to do. For example, I can show you that this works if I put the server on a remote machine. So, I mean, obviously it works, but, you know, it may not be obvious how good it is, but it's actually very, very good. So I have this VM where I keep a bunch of other things. Interesting. message pack everywhere. I think I need to remove that branch. Yeah, I need to get rid of this maybe. Yeah, this was the text format that was initial, but now I'm using binary format, and I'm slowly porting most of this to binary format as well. I mean, this definitely was better from a usability point of view, and this is why I'm creating this netcat thing, right? Because I want to keep something like this. Yeah. Yeah, I think I should remove this. Okay, let's remove that because I think it's misleading now. It's no longer working like that. I mean, you have the same thing, but it's different. So let's make it proper. So let's start a no, not like that, like this. So we have to recreate that thing, but differently. So let's start this in headless mode. Headless mode. Alright. Maybe we can. And then let's go to this bad boy, code robotics UAV, and activate robotics. So I have robosim netcat. How do I do this now? Maybe just localhost for 2069. And what did I do? Help. Yeah, let's remove that breakpoint. This one is for development purposes. I cannot set camera anymore. That's fine. Mission ID account. Move 221.0.0.2. Mission ID account. Fuck. Oh, that's true, because I need to do. Mission add. I mean, I think it's fine. But I think this needs to be slightly bigger. Why is escape not working here? It's always annoying actually. I should do it like that. That is fine. So this one is basically TCP. Maybe I should get rid of that. Maybe get rid of, maybe not. Yeah, store it as JPEG, basically JPEG. Slightly bigger, but I think it's fine. Yeah. And now let's say the following. So CLI interface for JSON-like experience. Maybe I should do CLI. CLI. Emptiness. Da-da-da. All right. Alright, I think I need to take a break now. The next thing that I will do is basically actually wait, let's ask our engineering manager what he thinks about the current changes. So we use Claude as engineering manager. What? Cannot believe. Wow. That's so weird. I've done a bit of update on the protocol side. Please update the task based on it. Moreover, add a new task that describes the netcat tool plus readme examples closed. Yeah, so I'm using Claude as like a issue tracker manager basically. I have all my tasks here as markdown files, and basically I just ask Claude to organize my shit, and as you can see how the project evolved. I think you saw that in previous streams if anybody ever watched this, but basically I think this is a good way for me to like manage a project as a single developer, because nice, I need to work in this high level space of tasks and you know, management, and sometimes I need to go very low level into implementation, and I'd rather have I don't want to use Jira or whatever, and since like LLMs are very good with markdown files, and also like this idea of having the tracker in my repo, this is, you know, borrowed from Zoding. I thought why not put them together, and I'm using a format that's very similar to his. I have this task.md. I think the header is a bit different, just slightly different, but the idea is very much the same. So this is totally stolen from him. I'm not, you know, saying I invented this, but what I do maybe differently is that I use Claude to basically manage it. So let's see what it did, and then I look at the diff, you know. Let's close this, let's close this, and let's see what it says I did, because it knows better what I did. Protocol is half migrated, blah 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 blah. Regular packet, blah blah blah. What's already done, blah 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 blah. I like that one. that still needs to be done. I don't know where this part is. Omission add via point. Yeah, I don't understand what the fuck it told me, so maybe this is why I shouldn't use. Where is message add via point? Omission, okay. Mission add trajectory can be deleted as part of mission start ticked. No, I don't want that. I want mission add trajectory and mission start. Wait, really? I want that, bro. Want mission add trajectory as a. I mean, it tells me to simplify the protocol and use a single message with mission start and trajectory in a single place. I'm not sure if I want that. Is that a good idea? Maybe it is. Maybe it's not a bad idea. Yeah, so this is the next thing to do. This is what I wanted to do today, but I kind of got a bit sidetracked. But it's fine, because I did this netcat. Yeah.